So my name is Miles Podmore. I've finished university where I did a engineering degree and automotive engineering at Warwick. And I've come here as of a year and a half, almost getting on for 2 years. And I'm following my father's footsteps into the company, and I want to prove what I can do and continue it the best I can. I'm always happiest when I've got my hands covered in oil, and I tried to clean them today after I knew you guys were coming. But I'm always the happiest covered in oil and in machines, and I believe that's put me in good stead to understand the machines. And once you understand them, you understand how they run and what they can't do and what they can do, you are more capable of telling people or controlling people that are running them and trying to give you excuses as to why they can't do something, or why they can show them a way of doing something that they otherwise can't. My grandfather had a company, and I believe it was in some difficulty, and then my father took over it when he left school at around 18, 19, and then he started up this company with a few old presses from my grandfather's company. And then he created Windles. It was called a different name before that, but it became Windles. And it's grown since then, from the very little shed with a couple of two colours in it, up to what it is today. We're adapting our corers and our finishing machines not to work with plastic, and we work with what we call card cast. I'm sure there's other names for it elsewhere, but yeah. All the managers here, we understand the machines, we can fix the machines, and we modify the machines. And that enables us to create finishes which other people struggle to get, in terms of the embossing, the die cutting, the foiling, the fluted foiling, and the cold foiling being the main one. So with that ability, it allows us to create very fine intricate works, and that's always lended itself to greetings cards. We're recently getting more into packaging, but we've always been greetings cards, and we continue to be our main source of income is greetings cards. You hear that a lot. People say it's from the past. I don't think it is, no. It remains strong. It's always remained strong in England, and it's a nice thing. I like sending cards. People like sending cards. It's a nice memento to have on the mantelpiece, albeit for a few days, but I wish it was up there for longer. So we have a customer service team, and we have a sales team which help bring in new customers and show them our processes and show them what we can do to enable them to pick the route they want to take, because we're capable of doing so much, because they ask for so much. They have cards in different formats. They have multi-pack cards. They used to have cello wrapped cards. Now they have card cards, but they want them in transit packs. They want labels on the front. They want labels on the back. There's many different options they can do, and that's just in finishing. Then you get to the embossing, the foiling, the fluted foiling, everything else. They don't know necessarily when they arrive, especially when they first come to us. They're mostly in digital presses. So they do short runs on digital, and we have NSF, foiling, embossing machines, so they can give them some finishing and then they can go out. But that transition from digital to litho, there's a lot to learn. And we actually we're running a workshop in a couple of weeks where we invite these digital customers in and show them what we're capable of doing and what they can do if they were to make the leap from digital to litho. See, that's a difficult thing. I don't think either one can be picked over the other. You need one to have the other. You need people to maintain technology. You need technology to maintain people a lot of the time. So I think they go hand in hand. We know machines, we like machines, and you can get a feeling on a machine of just the little things on it, how they're put together and if they're going to last, if they're going to do the distance, and that's what we're after. We want longevity from machines. We want machines that we can put in, that we can do upkeep on, maintenance, but will continue to perform for us if we look after them. And that's our main criteria. Value adding is obviously what we're in, and we've got to weigh that up against the equipment we use. It's not a huge markup business, greetings cards. It's very low, very low. Packaging is significantly higher. So greetings cards is in high volume, and we want machines to perform high volume fast for a long time in order to get anything back from them. So we need them to work for us if we're to get anything back from them. So And technology improves that, but the longevity of it is another thing. And I hope the recent installation of the Koenig Bauer will prove that that's here to stay too. It's able to change very quickly between jobs. It's able to allow unlimited stretch or compression of each colour on each unit because they're independently driven plate cylinders. It allows us to turn off different units when they're not in use, so we don't have roller wear. It allows us, without the side lay, being a side layless press, which Koenig Bauer have been doing for a long time, but we've never had one before. That's the first time I've seen it personally, and it's the way that the paper goes into the machine, sucked in, no stop. No, it just saves that fraction of time in each sheet. It just makes it very attractive to us, yeah. So the machine we bought is you said a slightly odd configuration, being a 6 colour, perfected after the first unit and a coat on the end. But it's got IR dryers, it's got LED lamps, it's got UV lamps, it's got 2 mercury and 1 gallium lamp, and it's got many things on it. And the people that are installing this machine have said it's got so many things underneath it you can't get around, you can't move around in it. And I think Koenig Bauer are slightly proud to release a machine that has got everything they offer bolted onto it. Yeah, so it was a job we did yesterday where we needed 2 mercury lamps to cure the varnish. The 1 mercury lamp wasn't quite curing it. We needed 2 in there, and we also needed 1 before the varnish went on to cure the ink. So then we're left with having to run LED after the first unit. But all of my point was it gives us the adaptability to change the complete configuration of the machine for each job. And Koenig Bauer have enabled that by enabling us to put any LED ink or any LED lamp or any UV lamp in any location along the press, which is something that's very valuable to us. There is a huge difference in terms of, especially with the capability of the Koenig Bauer, the things that it has that our operators have never seen before, which is why Koenig Bauer put on that week of training, which we put our staff through in Dresden, which helped a lot. But of course, there are things that are different between the presses, but at the end of the day, it's a printing machine and the buttons are in different places, it prints. They know how to print, they know what the error is, they know how to fix it. They might not know the button they need to press to make it fix, but they know what they want to do. So it's just a small, it's just a bit of a turn in their learning. The machine has got its running figures, and it's capable of running at 18,000. It's capable of making ready in a couple of hundred sheets, only using white paper, no waste, because it has to read its own color. And if it performs this, we can get profitability from it, and I hope it does perform this. It seems to be. We've established a 12,000 and a 15,000, I think, run speed at the moment for the different what it's doing. It's able to perform it. It's holding our schedule at the moment, so we're very pleased with its progress. Yes, we've had to think about our workflow quite heavily and think about how we prepare the board for the press. Once it's stable, at the moment it's not quite stable yet, it's still having issues, but Koenig Bauer are getting on those and sorting them out for us. But once we've got the machine stable, we hopefully will analyse our workflow and we think put another person preparing the board before the person that runs the feeder. Because they've got to be unwrapped. Some come in reams. They've got to unwrap the reams and stack them all down. Some boards are customer supplied, some we buy. So it's so variable, I think we need that extra person.